Hi, it's Hazel and welcome to my channel. Today I am just doing the rest of this doodling thing. So I'll start here somewhere. So I'll just do that, and that took me about 2 hours. I would say between 5 and 6 hours altogether. Right then, so if you'd like to join me today while you watch me do this, I will do a bit of a voiceover. I don't know what I'm going to do yet because I haven't done the voiceover yet. So I don't know how detailed it will be. But I will give you some pointers as we go, okay? And I will tell you what I'm doing, okay? Rather than music, because I'm not too keen. Okay then, so let's go and I'll show you what we're doing today. Right, there we go. Jars I'm going to use to make the circles with, okay? So what I'm doing is just finishing off this end of this paper. I thought I may as well do the end, because I just started it last night, the night before, doing some greens and blues to match my journal. So these are like circly things I'm going to do on here. Okay, so what I'm doing is just adding some watercolours and adding these circles. Done this loads of times before using jars and things. Okay. But I was inspired to do this, and it's by Hue Art Design, to do this one. So I was actually feeling quite, when I look, I'm going outwards a minute and see all the mess on the desk. Yeah. Just going outwards a minute just to see the whole thing there. You can copy any of that, it doesn't matter to me whatsoever, because if you're beginning and you want to do some doodling, there's no reason why you shouldn't copy anybody else's work, as long as you're not going to sell it and say it's your work, sort of thing. When you get your own ideas. That look at that, see that? I'm blowing all the stuff about with my dryer there, so I didn't want to wait till it was dry. I'm using the edge of the pen now. These pens, these Artex pens, you can press down and they make a lovely petal shape. They also make a heart shape, which I'll demonstrate later quite nicely. I'm using bleed proof white there. Just tried to show you. Yes, bleed proof white. I like that best because if you go over it in, you know, with colours again, it won't run. Quite obsessed with using that as rather than the gouache I've got and I've had for ages. I do like, is this the one I really like? I'm colouring in, yeah, just doing circles, and then I add some, with the brush, some little dots, and I think this effect is really nice. Hopefully you can see it on a bigger screen than what I've got. If you're watching it on a phone, then yeah, that's the thing, you see, I'm nudging, I am moving about, and obviously I've just scratched myself there, and I think, yeah, I think, what am I doing? People can hear that. Yeah, and again, my arm itched then. So yeah, yes, I'm just doing some circles, and then what you do is colour in the background. I'm using, is it black I'm using there? Because I do use different colours. Use lots of blues and greens. Yeah, that's black, because that's that's my oil-based pens, and they're black. That's black and white. I've got a white one as well. And then I'm just doing the middles there as well. And I might come along with, oh, that's blue. I might come along with some white on somewhere, but no, it's not that one, obviously. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. Yes, I do. So there's lots and lots of little things. It's amazing how you feel, oh dear, the camera's, what if I don't do it as well as I would have done if the camera wasn't on me, sort of thing. And that is very unusual. Okay, oh, this, I'm doing circles. Okay, drawing circles now with some white. The white wasn't doing as white as what I wanted it to do. Also, I didn't want to show you that bottom one for some reason. But there we go. I'm going around the edge in green. That's very good. This looks really nice. And when you put the black on, it looks amazing. And then I'm going to do a bit more white, I think, as well. Got some new pens. They are white. They're quite good, actually, they are. Well, I'm not sure what they're called. I'm not even sure what they're called. But they are just acrylic-based pens. Lots of little... What am I doing here? Circles, is it? I can't even see. I know it sounds weird that I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing a circles and I'm adding white in the middle, and then I'm going around with the black around the edge of the colour. It makes quite a nice little doodle, doesn't it? I don't know if you prefer music or me speaking, but yeah, do apologise if you'd prefer just music. But anyway, that's your I'm doing some lines, I think, there, and I think I'm doing the lines different way round. All the lines I've done, I think, are facing one way. I thought, oh, I certainly on the ones I'm doing now, but I think the ones previously aren't. But I think that's a good idea if you do all the lines facing the same way, or deliberately not. I'm just going along on the edge of some of the paint lines. If you watch, I'm going along the edge of some of the paint lines there, and then I'm possibly filling in the areas. Oh, I'm doing those little, yeah, like leaf shapes with the pen. It works really well, that does. And then I'm doing it with a different colour there. So basically blues and greens. And some lines on blacks and whites, yeah. Yes, because I've got a journal. And this is obviously some sort of masterboard effect. I'm also using it for those, if you saw my video, the one before this, would it be the Wednesday? No, it's the Monday. The Monday video. Yes, it's got some, I think, it's I've done the heart, you know, lots of hearts shapes and things like this. You could do that on here. Okay, I've had a request to do the foam stamp version of that video, so I'll be doing that on Saturday. So I'm going to use this paper then. I've actually printed it out. You'll see at the end what I've done. Printed it out. Ooh, Diane's just seen my, did you hear that noise? Ding! Diane's just seen my circus journal on video. I think, anyway. I know he's just come up. Diane, who's the group owner that I'm on, that I swap UK. Within the UK, those journals and ephemera and bits, whatever. Yeah, so I'm just about to send the journal that I flipped through to Marcia. It's the autumn TNJ, if you like, TNJ, and it's the orange. It's gorgeous. I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, just doing some circles, and what you can do then is put the colour inside. And you can do faux stitches, you can do lines, you can follow the lines of and I sometimes ignore the lines and do other things, so you can do that as well. And that's especially later on when I do the other side. Right, come along here. And you can do it as carefully or as slapdash as you like. I'm being very careful. This is very unusual for me. Being very careful because I'm self-conscious of the camera. I'm thinking, I want to do this and I want to get this done. I'm really, really slow. It took me 2 hours, I think, just to do this little bit. I'm adding colours, I'm adding black and white lines, I'm adding white. So the blues and greens. When I print, it really comes up blue, so I'm a bit, even though I try not to use too much blue, I use I'll use a lot of blue. Even the purple comes up like a blue colour. Yeah, so I'm deciding to colour that in. I'm going to put something on top, I think. I think that, oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, watch these. I'm going to explain how to make these. Right, okay, to make some, I think anyway, snowflake shapes, okay, because obviously I'm doing a journal with Winter Wonderland idea. So you just draw a stick down and you have to draw 6. So you have to angle the other 2 lines so it makes a regular shape. Just if you practice and practice, you will get it right. You just think, oh, I can't do it. It's not working. Well, just do a bit of practice. I'll actually do some more later on some a bit further up. I'll probably turn the paper around and do the, looking what I'm doing now, and do some more in a greener colour. Okay, so I'll put in the white on green in a bit. Okay, I love commentating. It's such fun. I was watching some formal thing on television the other day. It's quite interesting what they're saying. And it's if in the UK, you will know. Well, you may know about Armistice Day, and I was watching it, and I find it very, very emotional. But I watched the next day when they were doing all the putting the wreaths on the, was it cenotaph, and to represent all the people from the First World War. My granddad was gassed in the First World War, and he died probably in 1930 when my dad was 2 years old. Yeah. I don't know why I laugh. Why did I laugh? That's not nice, is it? So I think it's because I'm not sure whether my dad was 2 or not. I mean, he said he was 2, but I'm not sure. That's weird, isn't it? So I'm going around the black, and I'm doing the circles, and I'm going around the black, and I'm doing a thick line using the pen's edge, and I'm going around the black. For some reason, I'm right at the bottom. Do you know what? I thought you could see everything in this, and so I didn't check. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was the youngest child, believe it or not. So, yeah, there wasn't another one. Not too easy. Maybe he was too ill. That's making heart shapes. There you go. That's the ones. So using these pens, you can make heart shapes. I'd go around the edge in white, and it looks really nice. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I knew my granddad's sister. Yeah, Aunt Rose. My dad used to live with us when he was working locally. And that's how my parents met, because my mum lived in the same, well, next street actually. So, it's quite interesting. That was in 1960 they met. No, they didn't meet in 1960. They were married in 1960. They must have met in the 50s. "12 years difference." Like my mum's parents, they were 22 years difference. So, massive gap. Yeah, so if you notice though, I'm doing some lines and some targets, I suppose, aren't they? Target shapes. Doing a circle, 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 dot, circle, circle, dot, sorry. And then add in, you can do what you like, you can add what you like. Oh, that's the when I add the white. Yeah. Yeah, you can see I've added the white there. Yeah, that's what you can do with the white pen. You can make it look like it's done somewhere else, or you know, utilising white paper, which you're not. Yeah, so I'm turning it round now. Oh, I'm doing some stripes. Okay. Somewhere there I'll do some more hearts. So it might be that one a bit further down. Have I done the heart? No, I haven't, have I? So if you keep seeing I turn it round, it's easier for me to fill it in. Yeah, so it's quite thick there, quite thick circles. So you do thin circles, thick circles. You can add white. You can do little edging there with fringe sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, this is, yeah, I'm just following the lines of the paint there and colouring that in. Yeah, so this is quite, I remember doing this bit. It's very therapeutic to do this if you want to have a go, you know, so I found it very relaxing, even though I was self-conscious. Yeah. So yeah, oh, there's some, oh, I did some swirls there. See, I didn't obviously follow the lines of the paint there when I did those swirls. And like I've done in a previous video, I've done those. I thought I'd add a couple of those in there. And then I'm adding little triangles of white within those triangles. And more white with those pens. Oh, I know what they are. They're Artistro. That's right. Those white pens are Artistro markers. Don't know whether they're all over the world or... I thought, oh, Artistro. That sounds like, you know, something interesting. And not much left now, have I? So I'm just following some of the lines again where I've done the used the jars. Can't always see. Yeah, that's just linking some leaf shapes there and colouring them in and doing some dashes across them, you know, to fill it in rather than full. Adding white. Lovely. Yeah, so like sometimes when I go away with my pen, I'm shaking it. The side of me there, I'm going, if you're shaking it on the screen, I suppose you know, people get annoyed. There we go. Right, so yeah, more circles. I do that, that might be the bit where I do the, I know that's black. I don't think I do the, oh, it was blue. It might have been blue actually. Yes, it was dark blue. You can't tell. Those pens are all colours. Yeah, some more of those. I'm doing 6 points, as in snowflakes. I'm not doing any patterns on them, just the points. So you do a stick down and then you sort of like evenly put the other two in. So it's sort of like you can teach yourself to do that. I mean, that took me a while. Yeah, some people think, oh, I can't do it straight away. Now, I was like that. And then you think, hold on a minute, I've improved. So if you try to do something and try to do something, and then again, you find you've improved. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm just filling in that nicely there with some patterns following the lines. Oh, that's my cup of tea I had. Yeah, I didn't realise it was in shot. It looks like it's a massive cup. It isn't. It's only, well, it's fairly wide. And my husband bought me a drink, so I thought, you know, you like can't hear me talking to him because I've got the sound off. I've actually got music playing as well. Yeah. Yeah, doing some spots again. So there's lots of spots and lots of things you can do. You can leave them as they are. You can add white circles. You can draw something. That's adding white circles there. Believe it or not. Yeah. And so you could do lines of black and then add some white boxes inside as well. So I'm doing that. And there, I don't know whether I colour in that black spot there or not. No. Oh, I am. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm colouring that in. I thought it looked a bit, and I think I'm putting a dot of white in there as well. See, it's easy. It's just lines, blobs, dots. Lines, blobs, dots and circles. That's all doodling is, really. I don't know why, that reminds me of a toilet. And you can see the lid. I don't know, it's like a toilet within a toilet sort of thing. It's a black toilet and it's got a white rim. There we go. And perhaps it doesn't so much look like a toilet now, but when I first saw, when I was editing it first time, I thought, that reminds me of a toilet. There we go. Right, so I think this is the last thing I'm going to do now, so I'm doing a little outro. I don't know how, I'll probably be talking about I'll be showing you what I've done afterwards, okay? Showing you what I've done and then the printing and things like that. I'm going to do some time worn and normal time worn and then saturated time worn. This is just showing you close up. I think I did it fairly slowly, so it's like 2 times as fast instead of 5 times as fast. Okay, so that's all. Yeah, see my tea. Look, I just pointed to it. You can see my tea. There we go. So I shall hand you over to me in a second. Okay. Right then. So that's the end. Right. Okay. Let me just get me thing in focus. That's what I did at the end. Okay, that bit there. It's the other way around, so it might be upside down to what you saw me do. But I want to show you the copies, right? Okay, yeah, so the copies always come up much more blue. Look how blue they're. Quite nice the colours though in this one compared with the one I did yesterday. The ones with the things over there, right? This one's the bright one. Because, well, I did a time worn, but then I saturated the colours, and this one's a time worn, which usually turns out the best. Right, let me do the let me just do the other ones in order as well. So I've got some minis 9 per page. I do these on Word, so I can't share them on Ko-fi, but I can share the big ones. I can't share these. It just won't connect. I don't know how to do it. So if you can do it, you're welcome. But if you can do your own work, of course, you can always do minis, doing however you like to do them. Second one, so that's the time worn with the saturation, and that's time worn. Okay, I love time worn. I think it looks really nice, even though I don't really do vintage. I absolutely love it, and I prefer it to the original, which is supposed to be that. I don't think it might be the printer I have got another printer downstairs, but I just got this printer that I thought might do borderless because it was moaning about being borderless. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Please give me a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely amazing. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.